Jason Myers to kick it. Jordan Whittington. Xavier Smith wait back to return. And off we go from Los Angeles. Whittington from the 5. Rams will start at the 30.
Ability, he carries a big load operating this offense.
Fakes it. Throws it. Hit at the line and incomplete. It was knocked down by Uchenna Nwosu.
That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
So into Seahawks territory from the 47. First run for Kyren Williams, who's got a hole, and Kyren Williams has a big one. Inside the 20. 30 yards on Williams' first touch of the day.
Oh, 13 personnel. Tight end. They bring Ferguson in motion, and they're going to run at Nick Emanwari. He's one of the best young slot dime linebacker types in the entire league. He's really the big part of what makes this nickel-based Seattle defense operate. The big question, tight ends again.
Running out of this set again with Williams straight ahead. Yeah, even Sean McVay said to us the other day, I can't wait to see it. 2nd and 6, one of those tight ends, and Higbee the motion man. Play action, Stafford hits Williams and had it knocked away. There is Emanwari.
I don't agree with the call.
Rams trying to take advantage of it. 3rd down and 6. Stafford to the sideline. Williams has a first down. Kyren Williams. Oh, I don't know. This spot initially is a little bit short. It's a fake and a pass. Stafford throws incomplete. On 4th down and a foot, they go play action and come up empty at its own 8-yard line. Darnold to throw. Jackson Smith-Njigba, who by far has been the most prolific receiver in the NFL this year. 69 first-half points the last 2 games for the Seahawks. Kenneth Walker's first run goes for 6. And a Seahawks first down. Play action. Darnold given time. Off his back foot, gets intercepted. It's Kamren Kinchens who made his name against Seattle last year. A pick that he takes back inside the 5. He now has 5 interceptions in his NFL career, 3 against Seattle.
The Seahawks team has not been great. It has been the turnovers, the turnover differential. This time, you said it. Oluwatimi, he's the new center. He's getting pushed back right into the lap of Darnold, and it's just a ball you can't throw. Throw it away, live to play the next down, and after that 4th down stop, this Seahawks defense finds themselves back in the same situation a couple plays later.
And 1st and goal inside the 5. Nakua's in motion. It's Blake Corum getting tripped up, keeping his balance and taking it inside the 1.
Big challenge here for Seattle.
Corum will try it again. This time he's at the line of scrimmage, fighting in short. Seattle's defense throwing up a wall, and it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it is Nwosu stopping Corum. 4th down and goal. Seahawks defense saying, Back in LA making a play.
Yeah, you see him right here on the outside. Allen, who's kind of the hybrid tight end / fullback. They kind of use him in that 2-back set. He just runs right by him and whiffs.
Man, if you're the Rams, you can't get down here twice and go over.
Again, they were so good the last couple weeks. They
run it with Williams, and he's got a touchdown. LA finally cracks through. Kyren Williams on the board first.
All right, so the first couple downs, Sean McVay puts on a bunch of big bodies. We've talked about these 3 tight ends and the 13. This time he goes back to old Sean McVay. 1 tight end, 1 back, 11 personnel. Try to spread this Seattle. Teams are realizing 3 points is not worth the field position you give up.
Extra point is there from Harrison Mevis. And the Seahawks will go back on offense. Evans buried it out of the back of the end zone.
Defensive minds in the league, they've got their work cut out for them today.
Play action on 1st down. Darnold comes back and finds Smith-Njigba, his 2nd catch. He's got 13.
Want a team to throw the ball as well as Seattle has, that you should allow them to do it.
Quickly outside, Smith-Njigba, stiff arm to get through Durant, tiptoes the sideline, and Jackson Smith-Njigba has gone from good to really good.
within the system.
Here's a toss right side, ahead of steam. And that is Rashid Shaheed that they lined up in the backfield right there. Darnold lets it rip behind Shaheed. Cam Curl with the coverage, and it's third and long. On third and long, Darnold down the middle. It is Cooper Kupp. Did he get his hands under it? He did, and takes it in. Touchdown. And it is good. The one clear advantage for the Seahawks in this game is special teams, and it shows up right there to get Seattle on the board. 7-3 in the first quarter from LA. Midnight mode.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of cool jerseys around the league the last couple.
Patriots the other day.
Those were great.
Here comes Xavier Smith, and he got leveled at the 25. My goodness. And huge blow right there from Tyrese Knight. When they've hardly had any competition. 4 consecutive wins by 2 touchdowns apiece. They start this drive with a nice run. And a flag down as Kyren Williams takes it across the 45, but it's coming back. Gain of 19 wiped away here by the penalty.
Holding. Offense number 84. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Like 3 receivers.
Stafford to throw. Sidearms it to one of those tight ends, and Tyler Higbee. Higbee's got a first down.
A quarterback that could play a little bit more drop-back pass.
Kyren Williams crosses the 40 and found his perfect guy in Stafford. 2nd and 7. Straight ahead Williams. Williams gets a few. Only one tight end here as they empty it out on 3rd down. Stafford finds a first down with Puka Nacua. His first catch of the day, and a battering ram crosses the 45 with 11.
He's open all the time.
Yeah, you know you got to stop him, but nobody can. Stafford dumps it off. Another tight end screen. Colby Parkinson. Close to a first down. Okada and Eamon Wari combine in the tackle
to slow them down.
2nd and 3. Back to the ground game. Kyren Williams into the teeth of that defense. Beg your pardon, Blake Corum. Stopped a little bit short by Leonard Williams. On 3rd and 1. Fake to Corum. Stafford lets it rip, and it's low. Looking for Adams. He had him open, but he missed him. And it's 4th down.
Field goals against good teams get you beat.
Stretch play. Williams has a seam and more. Cuts it back. Inside the 10. Inside the 5. First and goal at the 1. 34 for Kyren Williams.
Well, on the last 2 most important plays, the 4th and goal in the previous possession, and now this 4th down, they've gone back to old school.
Here's a fade. He wants Davante Adams, but it was broken up. Coverage from Reek Woolen. 2nd and goal. Forces the other team to put the guys on the field that you want them to have on the field, that you can beat. Stafford has Adams this time. It's a touchdown with a flag down. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage. This time Adams beat Woolen. Let's see what the call is. When they made him like a college recruit this offseason and got him to sign here in LA.
Yeah, so something these Seattle Seahawks corners love to do is press the outside wide receivers. They're big, they're long, they're physical.
Offside. Defense number 7. That penalty is declined. Result of the play. Touchdown.
And in press coverage.
Beavis's extra point is right there. The Rams march it down the field and lead it 14-3. Rams and Seahawks both riding 4-game winning streaks. Both at 7-2 as we look back to the touchdown. And they've played with the lead more than any team in the NFC. Down 2 scores here. Darnold underneath. A.J. Barner got crunched. Big hit from Emmanuel Forbes.
To play from behind in the second half, that's when it really starts to matter.
Charbonnet's first carry. No room there. Got just a yard.
4-by-1 set. Seattle's got all 4 receivers here to the top of the screen. 1 tight end on the backside.
Rams rush 4. Darnold's given time. Low throw. Diving attempt by Zach Charbonnet, and the running backs got it for a first down. From the 45 out of the eye. Now Charbonnet carries it. Charbonnet, who gets more yards after contact, at least percentage-wise, than anybody in the NFL, has 4. 2nd and 6. It's a toss to Charbonnet, trying to get the edge. He gets a block in front from Barner and has a first down where he's tackled by Cam Curl. From the 45, it's Walker now. Kenneth Walker gets blown up by Nate Landman.
Defense here in Los Angeles.
2nd and 9. Darnold under pressure, got rid of it, incomplete. Flags fly though as he was looking for the tight end Elijah Arroyo. On 1st and 10, this is where Darnold has been at his best this year. Off play action, everything deep's taken away. Checks it down for A.J. Barner. The tight end out of Michigan gets 4 in first place in the NFC West. Straight drop, quick throw, tight end again. Barner with a first down to the 28. His first year with the Seahawks. End around coming here with a flag down in the hands of the speedster Shaheed. Bottled up and taken down by Darius Williams. Nate Landman there as well.
Offside. Defense number 10. Lined up in the neutral zone.
So it's 1st and 5 after the penalty. Darnold the play fake. Darnold throws on the run. Smith-njigba, first down inside the 15.
Sam Darnold's going to have some space underneath. He just has to be patient.
George Holani's into the game for the first time today. He had his breakout game last week. Tough sledding, first touch today.
Play nickel, play light boxes, and try to control this run game with your front.
Darnold throwing the fade. Smith-njigba was covered by Forbes. It's incomplete, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and 8. Darnold well protected, but the coverage tight. Buys time. Lets it fly. Corner of the end zone and incomplete. Officially a 30-yarder. And a chip shot is through. The Seahawks back to within a touchdown. Complete back on Seattle's first drive. A wobber of a kick that lands shy of the landing zone.
Short free kick. The ball be placed at the 40-yard line. First down.
He was excited to give some big hugs during warm-ups, but then all business once the game gets going. Stafford moves and dumps, and Blake Corum can't get away from big Byron Murphy, who's made that jump from year 1 to year 2 that you hope a top draft pick will. Hasn't had to call blitzes to get pressure, and then everybody else can focus on playing back, taking away those big plays. Here's Corum, stop and start, runs hard across the 40.
Not allow any substitution for Seattle.
Here comes pressure. Stafford gets rid of it. As he got hit, it was DeMarcus Lawrence flying around the edge after his monster game last week where he had 2 touchdowns. This guy's in his 12th year. He looks like he is as fresh as ever.
Yeah, so they're just going to bring pressure off the front side here, and you just mentioned it. They blitz. When they do bring extra rushers, they typically get home.
So the Seahawks defense comes up with a stop. There is a flag down as Shaheed takes it along the sideline, crosses the 20.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 1. That penalty will be half the distance of the goal. First down, timeout.
Sam Darnold, most deep passing yards in the league, 3rd most deep passing touchdown. So it's been a big part of what they've done.
Toss to Charbonnet, right side. Charbonnet with a stiff arm, got around Williams. Fought his way to the 14. Rams, it seems like one of the first teams to say, hey, we know you run it more than anybody.
This is the way you have to play these heavy personnel offenses.
Walker looking for a hole. He's got it. Kenneth Walker into the secondary to the 40. 26 yards for Walker.
Think back to what we said a little bit earlier, right? It's the explosive run game that is really the true measure of a successful run game, and that's something coming into today's game. The Rams gave up the lowest explosive run rate despite playing these little people. So now, if Seattle can continue.
Kenneth Walker, the 4th-year man out of Michigan State, has it again with a tight end in front. A couple tight ends in front, got pushed out of bounds, a gain of 2.
You draft a young offensive lineman like Zabel, because he's about as good as a young lineman we've seen in years.
Here's the fade, looking downfield for Smith-njigba, who plucked it with one hand. JSN.
Right on cue. There's the first deep ball connection of the game against Darius Williams outside, and they finally cracked.
27 right there. Back to Walker on the ground. 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. And Walker's got nothing. Fought for a couple. It'll be 3rd and 6. Call it 3rd and 5. Darnold from an empty set. Over the middle has A.J. Barner, who's having himself a big first half. Holani behind Dukes. George Holani gets thrown down by Josiah Stewart. On 2nd and 7. Charbonnet. Pulled down at the line of scrimmage. Poona Ford, the former Seahawk, who they brought in this season to shore up that run defense.
Seattle, I'm thinking I got 4 downs.
And they do hand it off. It's Charbonnet. And it sets up 4th and 1. 6 for 6 when he does this year. Going to be close to making it 7 for 7. And it looks like he's got enough. A.J. Barner, who was a quarterback in high school and popped into Mike Mc...
Want to give Matthew Stafford a 2-minute drive before the half.
Charbonnet into the arms of Jared Verse, the reigning rookie of the year defensively.
Not have to throw this ball in the end zone. They can stop the clock.
Fake to Shaheed. Darnold throws on the move. Smith-njigba tackled right away by Durant. Darnold pressured. Darnold throws out of bounds and incomplete. With 4 seconds, last play one way or another, but is it a field goal or are you going for it? Words I never thought I would hear. Myers 3 for 3 in this first half, accounting for all the Seahawks scoring, and as prolific as the offense has been overall this year, as eye-poppingly good as they've been in the first half. And looking for a 5th consecutive win. 4 consecutive wins by 2 touchdowns at least. Shaheed waiting to watch this guy take off, but he'll take a touchback here. Darnold just 10 out of 16 in the first half. Down the sideline and incomplete. Forbes, the tight coverage on Smith-njigba.
They've been one of the best red zone defenses in the league and force as many kicks as you can.
Kenneth Walker looking for daylight, looking for the edge. Darnold there to kind of throw a block, and then he got a couple yards. Kinchens and Forbes over there to tackle him. 2 for 6 on 3rd down today. The worst 3rd down offense in the NFL on 3rd and long. Darnold hit as he throws. It flutters and it's picked. It's Durant with the interception. 2nd interception thrown by Sam Darnold.
Into the face. You watch. It's going to come back underneath, and not a good job there. Anthony Bradford, the right guard. Abraham Lucas, the right tackle. You got to stay square. Once Bradford turns sideways, he has no ability to pass that game off, and Kobe Durant's just able to sit on that ball. And when he sees it come out, he drives it and steps in front for the pick.
Start the second half with the play-action pass. Stafford throws incomplete to the feet of Parkinson.
Opportunities here, and they have to improve their tackling.
2nd and 10. There's Nakua. Ball is out. It is recovered by Seattle. Drake Thomas. Seattle gets the takeaway. Drake Thomas, who's come out of nowhere to take over a starting job, has the fumble recovery that Kobe Bryant forces. So the Seahawks take over. 1st down at their own 34. It's Kenneth Walker. Slips by Young and gets 3 or 4.
Tell you what, man, he has completely changed the way teams teach forced fumbles and attacking the ball, and it's all across the league.
Darnold lets it rip, and there's Shaheed, his first big play in a Seahawks uniform, and he is a big play machine. He gets 20 right here.
His coverages as the year goes on.
1st down and 10. Darnold pressured. Darnold keeps it alive and finds A.J. Barner. Barner with a 1st down as he gets 13. Back to the ground, Kenneth Walker. Tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Nate Landman the tackle.
Of the Rams.
There's a shotgun look here for him. Hands it off to Walker. Walker gallops his way close to a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and 2. 3rd down and short. Walker. 1st down to the 15. Tripped up by Curl. And as bad as they are 3rd and long, they're the best in the NFL. 3rd and short. 0 for 2 and trips into the red zone. Walker waits for something to develop, bounces to the outside, flags fly, and this is coming back as Walker gets into the end zone, and he's got bad news coming. Gonna need that ball back.
Holding. Offense number 89. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Darnold looking end zone. Watch Shaheed. Broken up by Forbes at the last moment. 2nd and 20. Shaheed's the motion man. Fake to Walker. Darnold. Screen for Barner. A.J. Barner. Bounces to the outside and gets tackled by Wallace. Under 5 to snap it. They get it off. It's Barner again. It is a sure tackle from Kobe Durant. Ended the last drive with the interception.
Has bowed up.
Myers will hit his 4th of the day, but it's a killer of a penalty that wipes away a touchdown. There have been 46 plays run. 41 of those have been the Seahawks. Rams somehow still with the lead. Corum on the return gets tackled by Cody White. Michigan State takes down Michigan.
Their ability to identify young talent in the draft has been a big part of it.
Stafford back shoulder for Nakua. Came around Job to catch it. 2nd down. Stafford wants Nakua again. Makes the adjustment, and he's inbounds. Back-to-back plays by Puka Nakua. This one for 20 yards.
Watch Puka Nakua's right toe. So he's going to land on his left foot, and then he's just going to kick the ground with his right.
Corum met in the backfield by Boye Mafe. Lost a few yards. The depth of this Seattle defensive line. You got Mafe in his 4th year out of Minnesota starting to come on the last couple weeks.
And this time it just beats Higbee, the tight end. He's going to motion over, and he's got the edge. Don't take a lot of negative runs, and there was one there.
Stafford scans, dumps it off incomplete. He went through his entire progression right there. Nobody was open, and time was running out because DeMarcus Lawrence was lurking.
But they can really get after the quarterback.
And here they come on 3rd and long. It's picked up, giving Stafford time. He's got Davante Adams, but it was behind him and incomplete.
Davante Adams catch.
I think both guys would say they'd like that back. That is almost blocked. Punter tumbles to the ground, no call. It is picked up by Shaheed. Shot out of a cannon, crosses the 30, where he's tripped up by Troy Reeder.
20 of them have come off of line stunts, and they almost just got their 21st.
Seahawks back on offense. Darnold with the deep drop. Moves in the pocket underneath A.J. Barner. Tackled by Omar Speights. The ball comes out. Barner's back on top of it. 7 yards for Barner on 1st down. 2nd and 3. Charbonnet sticks his head down. Seen a wrinkle off it yet. Is that coming at some point? This time it is stopped.
I don't think he got it.
No.
And how it's really been a big part around the league of a lot of the top offenses.
Michael Dixon didn't punt last week. That's his first punt today. He's saying, good, I still have a job. You still need me. Hardly had the ball since then. 7 plays, 31 yards since their last touchdown. Kyren Williams on 1st down gets 4. So the Rams offense hadn't had many chances when they've had. Flag down. This is going to go on LA.
Full start. Offense number 84. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Stafford was probably the best play-action quarterback in football, but hasn't continued today.
Goes outside here, Puka Nakua. Put it right between the 1 and the 2 for a 1st down.
Try to get some yards in chunks.
Stafford is averaging 260 a game, yet to get to 100. Nakua again. This time it's broken up. Josh Jobe, they get back from injury.
In play-action yardage coming into today's game.
11 for 21 overall for Stafford. Fakes to Williams, fakes the screen, and now throws sidearm and incomplete. Adams was covered by Woolen. Pressure was coming from DeMarcus Lawrence.
All right, so get another flag here. Whew.
Full start. Offense number 79. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
This Rams offense hasn't scored a point since the 1st quarter.
It has felt like Shaheed is getting really close to breaking one. This one is away from him, and so they won't have to worry about that.
I didn't realize you were such a mascot aficionado.
Here's Darnold to throw on 1st down. Wants it all. Wants Cooper Kupp. I'm not sure he saw it. And it's incomplete, covered by Williams. There's a flag down in the backfield.
Holding. Offense number 75. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Only the defenses have looked the part today. Offenses have been really sluggish. First and 20. Darnold zips one, and it's his third interception. Kinchens with his second of the day. Kamren Kinchens back to the 26.
He's going to run. Going to get a little bender right in front, and he's got a cross face of the safety. I'm sorry, it's Arroyo, and he doesn't bend. He just kind of stays so vertical. When Darnold throws that ball, he's expecting him to really cross face of Kinchens and protect that throw. But again, Arroyo, a young tight end, just.
Third Seattle turnover has the Rams set up at the 25-yard line. Stafford underneath Jordan Whittington with his first catch. Whittington's got 8 or 9. Kyren Williams had a big first half, quiet in the second. He's got it here. Second effort. Doesn't look like he quite got it. Leonard Williams to finish him off. Stretch play, Williams. First down. Kyren Williams chugs to the 5, where he's pulled down by Ernest Jones.
It's been a great day out of 11 for the Rams.
Bootleg, Stafford has Parkinson. Colby Parkinson breaks a tackle and another for a touchdown. Against his old team, Parkinson's in.
Been an issue today for this Seattle Seahawks defense. You can see him right there. He does a nice job. He's got Parkinson covered. Just can't get the big tight end down on the ground. And after contact and missed tackles has been a big story today for this Seahawks defense.
And Parkinson, who didn't have a touchdown over the first 8 games of the season, had one last week. He's got another one right here. 14-15 left to play. Another touchback. Oh, off the crossbar.
From the 35-yard line, first and 10 on the 30-yard line.
And here that penalty is on Seattle. Start this drive with a Charbonnet run. Charbonnet working hard, gets 5. Second and 5, looks to throw. Pressure, delivers. Walker bounced off a tackle, but Spates was there to finish him off.
Turn this into a drop-back passing game.
On 3rd and short, play action, and it's Walker out of the backfield for a big gain into Rams territory. Put it in the same category as the quarterback pump fake. No matter how far down the field, it works every time. Walker. Tight windows through there, sneaks through for a few. 3rd down and 3 or 4 after this game break from Carissa. Darnold in trouble. Jump throw intercepted for the 4th time. Darius Williams this time. A nightmare for Sam Darnold. The Rams with a... From the 49, Rams back to work on offense. And straight ahead with a run.
Great kicker all season long. To try to cut it to 1 score.
Corm again. Hit in the backfield. Leonard Williams playing another good game for the Seahawks. The 11-year veteran. 3rd and 6. Stafford looks to throw off his back foot. Incomplete. Adams got tangled up with Witherspoon. No call. Witherspoon wanted a call on Adams.
Either draws out defensive pass interference or that Davante Adams is able to either go up and make a play.
Punt from Ethan Evans. Shaheed signals for a fair catch. Comes up and takes it at the 13-yard line. 9.5 left. From the 13, Darnold hands it off for Charbonnet. Tries to find room outside. And moves ahead for 4 or 5 on 1st down. 2nd and 7. Charbonnet again. 3rd and 3. Walker replaces Charbonnet. 3rd down and 3. Darnold looks to throw. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete. Jared Verse off the edge.
You're Seattle. You got to hope this goes your way, because if not, it's a nightmare. Yeah, I think that's an incomplete pass.
And so it'd be 4th down and 3.
After review, the ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. 4th down.
Jared Verse flying off of the edge, getting around Abe Lucas.
Game clock to 8:11, please. 8-1-1.
Just seems like this pressure up front, especially in these must-pass situations. We talked about that when we came onto the broadcast, and it's exactly how it's played out.
Line drive punt right here from Michael Dixon. Williams back to watch it bounce. And it does take a Seattle bounce here at the end, down to the 25. Started with a Williams run. Broke a tackle and got a couple. 2nd and 8. Stafford to throw. Gets rid of it quickly. Puka Nacua tackled by Jones. Witherspoon there as well, and it's 3rd and short.
Defense and try to get off the field.
Handed off to Williams, and Williams is stopped by Nwosu. Seattle's defense once again giving him a shot. 6.5 left, and they've forced the punt.
Yeah, just a great job by Nwosu. Saw Parkinson get his touchdown, but this time he's one-on-one. Doesn't really tell the story for this Seattle defense. They've been excellent. 2
of those touchdowns on short fields after interceptions. They again keep it away from Shaheed. Over to the sideline to take a fair catch. And so 6 minutes. Only a 4-man rush, so he's got time. He's got Walker out of the backfield. Kenneth Walker with speed to the 39.
I don't care how good your defense is playing. Eventually, you're just going to run out of possessions.
Darnold sideline Kupp. First catch of the day for Cooper Kupp. Fights ahead against Josh Wallace, and the LA fans serenade him as they always did. Walker, first down, out of bounds into Rams territory.
How many yards you give up means nothing. Don't let him throw the ball over your head.
Extra man comes right here. Quick throw Kupp. Couple catches in rapid succession right here. Bite by bite, trying to get it down the field here. They bring more pressure. Smith-Njigba has it in space. Forbes brings him down, but he's got a first down to the 33.
That's when, if you're Chris Shula and the Rams, you want to try to send a little pressure. Right now, you're just trying to put a lid on it, make sure everything else is underneath.
Darnold trying to gash it. Just a 4-man rush, but he was able to cut through it. Slides ahead. He gets 8 yards. Walker can't get away from Young. Byron Young, who's gone to another level this year for LA.
2-minute offense the entire rest of the way home.
Darnold sneaks it and has a first down.
They need 2 scores. Get one of them here on the plus side of the 2-minute.
Darnold lets it rip. Smith-Njigba runs around Forbes. Smith-Njigba makes it 1st and goal for the Seahawks. Under 3 to play. Darnold. Flushed. Darnold looking end zone. Back against the grain has Kupp, who's down at the 1.
2.5 minutes to go.
It's Walker. It is a touchdown. The first of the day for the Seahawks. Wiggle room is gone, and they finally find the end zone. It's a 1-score game with 2:23 to play.
You see it happen so often when these guys go to the ground and they're not touched down by contact. You almost try to let them get up, and then you try to punch the ball out as they get off the ground. And here we'll see the young guard. He just gets rolled up into, man, that is the worst. It was crossed.
And on a day where they've turned the ball over 4 times, and it didn't find the end zone until 2:23 left, just sneaks that one through. So 2:23 left to play now, a 2-point game. And this time he lands it right where he wants to. Whittington brings it back for LA. And Whittington taken down at the 30. Jet sweep, Puka Nacua has a seam, has a first down, keeps on going near midfield. 18 yards for Nacua before Bryant tackled him.
What a great call. You know, you just don't turn around and hand it off to your back inside the tackle box, but get the ball.
Williams, met in the hole by Drake Thomas. Out of the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 10. It's Nacua again to the right side this time. He's met at the line of scrimmage by Kobe Bryant.
Take the sack if it's not there.
Field goal beats you at this point. They are going to look to throw. Stafford throws incomplete, and the clock is dead at 1:50. Seahawks looking like they're coming after this punt from Ethan Evans. They drop off. Shaheed watches it bounce inside the 5 and out of bounds inside the 1.
Wow.
Ethan Evans.
Oh my gosh.
That's a hole in one.
It looked like you at a 56 degree from about 110.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh my God. Remember, if it hits the pylon, would have been a touchback. He missed the pylon by about 6 inches.
And so, from inside their own 1, the Seahawks take over.
Just get Sam Darnold out of the end zone.
Try to do it himself. Barner fights for the sideline and gets there. Jalen McCullough the tackle. After Barner's unable to get out of bounds. Darnold out of his end zone again, hit at the line. Poona Ford got his hand on it. 3rd and 6 with 1:11. 3rd and 6. 4-man rush. Over the middle, Barner. That's a first down. Tackled by Durant. 1:05. Holding on to that last time out still.
God forbid a sack. You're saving it for a situation like that.
Darnold has all day this time to the sideline for Kupp and incomplete.
So you're trying to gain as much as you can and then use the timeout.
Darnold moved off his spot. Pressured by Young. Charbonnet hit by Curl and out of bounds. 40 seconds. 3rd down coming up here. Smith-njigba for first down. 35 seconds.
Taking so much time.
Yeah, every second precious. Darnold heaving sideline. Smith-njigba again goes out of bounds at the 37.
Right here.
Darnold going sideline. It's tipped up and incomplete, but a flag. Forbes the coverage. A flag flies.
You can't give up big cushion here if you're the Rams. It's got to be catch, get down, throw it.
Boy, got to hurry. Shaheed's got it with 1 second, and they give him the timeout. The Seahawks will go as far as Jason Myers' leg can take him. From 61, does he have enough? It is wide right, and the Rams hang on.